So Cashman made his first move. They moved on from Dylan Lawson, replaced him with Sean Casey. Decent first move, but there are other problems that need to be solved as well. We're 3 weeks away from the trade deadline. Is Cashman going to solve these or a couple more? We'll see. So, again, they have a new hitting coach, Sean Casey. Okay, he's got more major league experience. He was in the Reds Hall of Fame. He's a career 302 hitter. Who's known for his contact skills and ability to go the opposite field. Okay, and I think he'll be a good fit here. He's also an expert communicator. So he's bringing intangibles that Dylan Lawson didn't necessarily have, who couldn't really connect and relate to some of these major leaguers. Okay, it was an experiment. It didn't work. Moving on. There's no point in harping about it every single day. Moving on. Okay, and the fact is, too, that Cashman also went to Hal and asked them to make a change at hitting coach. Excuse me. And Hal agreed. Cashman's not stopping Hal from making moves. Okay, he actually went and asked. Now, all the stuff around, we don't know if it's scapegoat. What's the point in even coming up with stories or conspiracy theories that we can't even prove? Okay, so what is the point? That's why I don't do it. Okay, so I mean, opinions are great things. Opinions are great, and people are entitled to have them, but they're not necessarily facts if you can't prove them. Okay, so that's why I don't waste my time with that. I'll wait until the info will come out, and then you'll get it. And who knows if we don't? I don't care if we don't find out. We have Sean Casey. I think the Yankees are in a better spot now. Moving forward. Okay, but he did go to Hal and ask that change, and the reporting is accurate on that. Brian Hoke reported that stuff. Okay, he did. Okay, and another little tidbit on Cashman too. Like, yes, there's reasons for us to be critical of him. Absolutely, it's justified. Okay, but if we're gonna endlessly bash people like Cashman and Boone, and I'll get to Boone, okay, let's do it on accurate intel, accurate info. Okay, not cherry pick stuff to elicit a certain response from people because we want them to agree with us. No, that's why I give you the stuff. Okay, that's good or bad. Even if I don't agree with it, it's still accurate. It's factual. You need to have it. You deserve all the information so you can make a better informed opinion or decision, whatever that might be. Okay, at least as it comes to this place. Okay, I want you to make the best informed opinions possible as it pertains to the stuff we're talking about here. Okay, because at the end of the day, you know, if you made an formulated opinion, went out somewhere and you had a discussion with people and blah blah blah, and you peddled some inaccurate information and people jumped all over you and you look foolish, and then you found out later you might be wrong or the information it's saying might be true, and I knew it and I didn't share it with you, every right to be pissed at me. Every right to be pissed at me. That's why I want to give you all the information so you can hold discussions. That's why I want to elevate the discussions on this channel, so we know all the stuff. I don't need the whole I'm right, I'm great, and blah blah blah. I mean, that doesn't. I don't need my ego stroked every day. I want you folks to know, because you folks will help make this channel what it is. That's why it's fair. It's only fair to give you all the information that's available. Even if you disagree with me, that's okay. And you're absolutely right. And you know that your voice is heard here. But I'm not going to customize information so you can basically have a voice that I want you to have. No. Okay, and then pawn myself off as a straight talker, real talker. No, that's baloney. No. That's why that's why I call out sometimes too when I get endless bashing. Then I ask why, or ask for an explanation, just so I can have a better understanding. I get nothing. I get fire Boone, fire Cashman all the time. That's why I call it out. People don't like it. Don't care. Okay. So that's why, again, this stuff right here. And again, I'm going to give you an example with Cashman, an example, but it may not change your perspective. It may not change your mind or whatever, but you'll have some more perspective if you don't know about this stuff. Okay. Cashman example. Okay. 2 months ago. And again, this happened 2 months ago. People are still talking about it and not giving the full story. Okay. And I get a lot of stuff in the comments, and I don't know where to get the stuff from and whatever and blah, blah, blah. But I want to make sure that you folks know the full story. Okay. 2 months ago, Cashman did an interview with some reporters, and he said, this is a We feel we have a championship caliber operation, championship caliber team here, if and when they're healthy. He said that, but so many people are conveniently leaving that part out and making it sound like that he said it's a championship caliber team no matter what. That's not what he said. Why are we changing it? Why are we withholding that information? To elicit a certain response to get people to agree with us? To me, that's not fair. That's why I'm not doing it. Okay? I'm going to attach that article down below so you can see for yourself, read for yourself, and make up your own opinion. Okay? Whether you agree with me, whether it doesn't matter. Okay? I don't need people to agree with me all the time, but I want you to have the full story. Okay? Period. I don't want you to focus on somewhere else and look foolish with bad information. Okay? So now, this stuff happened. It's proven. Brian Hoke reported that. Brian Hoke reported that he went to Hal and asked for a change in hitting coach. He reported that. I'm going to send you the article down below on the championship caliber team operation. You'll see that too. Now let's pivot to Boone. And again, just by doing this stuff, by the way, it doesn't make me a Cashman lover. Okay? I just give credit where it's due. Like I said before, and I've said this multiple times, endlessly just trashing and bashing like I'm on some type of crusade doesn't bring any value, in my opinion, especially when there's no better opinions or better plans or better ideas to support it. Again, if we're going to bash and trash, let's make sure we have accurate information that justifies it. Okay? This is why I want to elevate the conversations in the live streams, in the comments, whatever it might be. To me, that makes the channel better. I'm about the quality here, folks. Okay, quality. We're grown-ups here. Okay? And it's fair. Period. Now, moving to Boone. Just like Cashman, he's made questionable decisions, head-scratching moves. I can't stand his post-game press conferences. I think we can all agree on this stuff. A lot of verbal vomit. He's frustratingly positive, too. I know it frustrates the hell out of a lot of people when he tries to find a silver line. I know I frustrate the hell out of a lot of people when I try to be positive and try to come up with solutions instead of creating problems that aren't even there or dwelling on stuff that happened a year ago. It's in the past. Okay? So, Boone, despite all that stuff, and I'm not a Boone lover either. I'm just not a Boone hater. I'm not a Cashman hater. Okay? So, and this is the reality that we live in. So I'd rather spend time trying to come up with solutions, things that keep us sane and sensible and reasonable. It might not be people's preference, and that's so fun. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Totally okay. People are entitled to think whatever they want. 100% across the board. Your voice matters here too. But if I have any part of it, I'm going to make sure it's an informed voice, not an uninformed voice, not a customized voice based on my own specifications. Not happening here. I want you to have the full story so you know what's up. Okay? That's it. So now when it comes to Boone, again, questionable moves aside, terrible press conference. I mean, doing whatever he needs to do. Overusing the bullpen and not even mentioning the fact that 60% of the starting rotation was injured or non-productive for almost the entire season, forcing him to overuse the bullpen, which is an obvious fact. Okay, and we don't have the depth to back it up because we've had so many relievers that have been on Tommy John and whatever else. We don't have enough. That's just Cashman's job to provide Sean Casey and Aaron Boone with better personnel when they need it. Okay, but again, despite all this stuff with Boone, he's taken this team in his first 5 years as manager. He's taken the Yankees to the playoffs every single year with probably the weakest roster this team has had in almost 2 decades. Okay, you got Garrett Cole and Aaron Judge are your superstars with a barely mediocre supporting cast behind it. Lots of veterans who probably aren't going to get much better, even with Sean Casey here. You can have Edgar Martinez. You can have whoever you want. There's no guarantee they're going to get better at this point with all the flaws. Okay, and their age. Okay, that's a fact too. Doesn't make me a Boone lover, but it's a fact that nobody can change. Nobody. It's there. Proof's in the pudding. Yeah, they haven't won a World Series in 13 years. I get it. Okay. But would have Girardi have taken his team, current roster, to the World Series? Doubtful. Torrey? Doubtful. Bruce Bochy? Doubtful. Joe Madden? Doubtful. Dusty Baker? Doubtful. Casey Stengel? Doubtful. So why are we wasting time talking about that? We know Cashman's job is to get the better roster here, which is why I was so excited to hear Derek Jeter speak last night at the All-Star game, saying he would love for the Yankees to acquire Juan Soto at the trade deadline. That was exciting. He never says stuff like that. So, and again, would it be great? Yes. Does it automatically put him in the World Series? No. Just like bringing Ohtani, it doesn't automatically put him in the World Series. No. They have more than one hole to fill, hitting and pitching. I know I drive people nuts when I say adding pitching. There's a reason why I have trades that include pitching over hitting as well, or both. And I've explained that multiple times. They need both. So those two things I want to get off my chest. I want to stress a couple of points here and make sure that you folks, again, the lifeline of this channel, you folks make this channel better, which is why you folks deserve every bit of information as it pertains to our discussions that you get, that it's available to you. Okay? And talking Yankees here, talking baseball, I want you to know everything as it pertains to what we're talking about here. It's fair. It's justified. And to me, you all deserve it. Like I said multiple times, this channel is about you, not me. I might be the messenger, but it's about you. Okay? I'm going to keep it that way. So, and I thank everybody for their support. And again, I thank people for their opinions. Don't need you to agree with me all the time. Disagree? That's totally fine. I learn from you folks, just like you learn from me. That's, to me, what makes it a great channel. Okay? I'm going to continue to do that. So, appreciate you all listening. I hope you stuck with me till the end here. And let me know what your thoughts are about these two subjects. Okay? Have a great week, everybody. Go Yankees. Talk to you next time.